We'll
Uh, First of all, everyone, hello, welcome. My name is Lord Hoppington, and this is our first event, mainly on the focus of love and relationships. Bear in mind, we'll be talking about quite topics that are probably sensitive for some of you all. But that will come on later. And then I'm the host, as the as the poster says in the event channel. And then, yeah, alright. That
so,
was terrible.
hello everybody. Good evening, Lord Hoppington, and even to Lord Zed. Hey everyone.
Oh,
I hope
hello.
you all had a lovely day. Well, a lovely day because it's Valentine's. And as our main host had said, we're gonna have Valentine's Day discussion and other love-related topics. And very sure all of y'all had a lot of things to say regarding love and crushes and relationships. I guess maybe not also just in the romantic context, but also in friends. So,
If,
yeah.
if you guys like want to say something or you have an idea you want to share, just raise your hand so we can talk about it.
Yeah. It would be really nice to hear stories from all of you tonight. And we all like deep conversations. So I'm Zena,
Yes.
and I'm also one of the hosts. And thank you for having me for tonight. Well, I hope we'll all have fun.
Okay. Seti, it's your turn.
So how's tonight, guys?
Did we
Hi.
literally just started?
That's nice.
Seti, it's your turn. Introduce yourself or I will poke you in the eyes. Do it!
Dang. You know what? Sige, I'll just
Okay.
take over for now while Zed is like having internet problems, I think. So, sheesh. I'm really sorry, guys, for being late.
It's fine.
You're
um,
fine. You're fine.
It's fine.
yeah,
You're
I just
fine.
got home. Okay. The thing is, Valentine's, yada yada yada. So, I just got home from dinner. Yeah, I'll just not.
Wow.
Yeah, let's just not. Okay, yeah. So that's the thing, and I hope you guys had your like dinner if it's like evening already in your time zone, Filipino time. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. It's like that's actually quite a bad impression from me since I'm like one of the hosts, but it's fine. So
Yeah.
there's that. I'm
Oh,
Kahelo too, and I've also heard that Lord Hoppington wants me to do a tarot card reading by the
I
end of
you did
yeah.
not just hear. I told you.
I told you. See, he like ordered me to do it.
I
Sheesh.
lit I literally slided in your messenger and said, dude, dude, do a tarot card reading and you have no choice. I'm pointing a gun at you through
Yeah,
my monitor. Do a tarot card reading in the end. Or else
yeah, yeah. Or else what?
you don't want to know.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Alright,
Anyways, I feel
we're
threatened.
getting out of topic.
Hello, Zed.
Hello, Zed.
Oh,
Introduce
I'm
yourself.
Lord Zed. Most of you may know me as Dio.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, uh, to talk about love, it's like Lord Uppington said. Hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah. First of all, how's everyone's Valentine's been? I mean, I just spent like the whole day doing research as well as my
Mm-hmm.
school stuff. So
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
it's
Mm-hmm.
except except this event this evening, it's just a regular Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how about you, Zeddy?
This, Usual, usual everyday. Interesting.
Oh, happy
Anything interesting.
birthday to your brother, Tony. Happy birthday to him.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Oh,
nice.
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Really
Happy
cool.
That's
birthday.
nice.
Happy Valentine.
Happy
Wow.
Valentine's and happy
Valentine's.
birthday to
To
your
your
brother.
parents as
Happy
well.
birthday to
Happy
your
Valentine's.
brother. That's that's really nice. Well, my day went normal. It was also a regular
Mm-hmm.
Monday.
Same.
Only
Mm,
that, my parents, my other family members, they went out,
oh,
go to the pool, but we stayed home because of classes. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
neglect it, but it was still fun.
uh,
Yeah.
That's
Zaina is a very
nice.
responsible student. Be like her, not like me.
Okay, who wants to
Eh,
start?
we're already starting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you guys think of Valentine's? I think you guys should speak first for yourselves. What do you guys think of Valentine's?
Valentine's. I don't
Yes,
know. Valentine's is like
Um,
ano nga ba yun? How would I say this? Valentine's is fine since like people get to celebrate it with their loved ones and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's like I don't even know if I should say this, but like
say it.
I feel as if it's like overrated. I don't know. I don't know why. But the thing is, like, I just went outside, or like, yeah, I went outside yesterday. So it's like, it was Feb 13. I went out yesterday with a friend of mine. She asked me to fix her PC, and then being like the computer guy that everyone knows and stuff like that. I said, yeah, why not? So before going to her home, she like, no, we went to the grocery first, and then there were people everywhere. And of course, like it's a normal Sunday, it's fine. But then like, yeah, people are just like all around holding hands and stuff. Then I don't know, it's like somebody forgot like some, health protocols, let's just say.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
but yeah, anyways, it's just funny like ano ba? My friend was interested in buying a bouquet of flowers for like her mom. And then she was like, Ate, how much is this? Or like she was asking how much was the bouquet of flowers. And then like it costs around 1.5. And then the bouquet of flowers was some simple roses. It was, I think it was around five or more individual rose uh flowers. And then like and then she said just, oh, okay. Then she said as a typical Filipino, sige ate, babalik kami, implying that she'll come back to like buy the flowers, but she didn't. She just outright said to me na tara na, ang mahal. And, like it's just funny since we didn't expect it to be expensive since it's like, okay, for her, it's like her first time buying some flowers for like a loved one. Pero she never really expected it to be that expensive in
Hmm.
her point of view. And I never really buy flowers, and so I also don't know. I was also like not shocked but surprised that flowers can be that expensive, especially for an occasion. And like, dang, capitalism. Dang capitalism.
Why, dude? I'm just
It's
gonna
just
remind you,
expensive.
we're not,
Go on,
we're
go
not,
on.
we're not talking about politics this time.
It's okay. I was just shocked. Okay.
Yeah.
Kotobi Dog said, I don't know Filipino. He's saying or half Filipino. The thing is, I was like translating it as well. After I said the Filipino lines, I just translated it. So yeah, it's like the flowers were. My friend told me that the flowers are extremely expensive compared to like when you buy it some on the off season when it's not like Valentine's or something. But yeah, yeah, we were just surprised
Yeah.
that yesterday.
Why did you say that Valentine's is overrated?
Okay, that's the thing. It's okay. I don't know why, since I guess it's like social media. Lots of
Probably,
people will like
probably because
complain
of
that they don't have.
Gen
What was that,
Z
Liddy?
people.
Yeah, Gen Z people and like some other. I don't know. Let's not limit ourselves to the Gen Z era or to the
Mm.
Gen Z people, but in general, I keep seeing many posts relating to like they're just complaining how they don't have a date and stuff like that, or like um they're complaining how I don't know, like they're like trying to find a date and stuff like that. And then here I am alone on February 14th. Actually no, I was supposed to go on a
Among Us.
lunch. No, not Among
The
Us.
fact that they're just
The fact what?
Dude, it's precisely why I don't have any social media accounts.
Yeah,
I don't even open my messenger that frequently.
it's
If
all G.
if not for school, I don't have any, not even Facebook. I don't even post anything for the
It's all
record.
key.
I mean, for me, Valentine's is just a uh mm, for me, Valentine's isn't really that much of a
Mm-hmm.
special day, since for me, love isn't something that shouldn't be done in a single day, but every day.
True.
It doesn't just apply with a single couple, whatever those two
True.
couple is com, comprised of. Love should be done every day. You don't need to have a specific time frame to love someone. Like Kahel, I'm gonna be your friend for the day, but when it
Mm-hmm.
becomes 12 a.m., we're over. I don't care about you anymore. It's not like
Same.
that. I'm not gonna do that, okay? It's an example. Don't, okay? Or I will come there myself. So yeah.
sweet.
And then I guess I haven't even in my past years, I don't really care about Valentine's, since I don't
True.
really have a reason to celebrate. Like, like those dress codes on school, like you're
Yeah.
Ah,
gonna
Yeah.
wear this
yep, yep.
color if,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just wear my school uniform, like not even care about it. Then they're gonna ask me, it's Valentine's, why are you wearing the school uniform? I said,
True.
dude, do I really look like I have any reason to?
Um, Sorry guys to interrupt you, but
It's
I
fine, it's
was
fine.
going to ask, but uh, if you're, because I'm sorry, English is not my first language, not the third is Tagalog.
It's
First,
fine.
Totally fine. It's
uh,
fine.
I was going to ask if someone, if you have any tips to how to approach, or what can I say? Um,
I approach a woman, someone you love.
No.
more friendly.
Mm.
Even if you're homosexual or pansexual, how to approach the another person. Just this.
Mm. I mean, if I don't really trust myself to give this kinds of advices, since uh, I'm if I was in your position, I'll just go up to them and say, "Hey, you wanna go on a date?" And then if no, no. But I suggest you do it like be don't make yourself look like a creep. Just go up to her and ask, "Are you are you available?" And then if yes, then ask her if she wants to go on a date with you. And then just kind of work on from there. And if you're lucky
Oh,
enough, you won't get a friend, but you'll get a girlfriend if you're skilled enough at the art of flirting.
because to be honest, I'm approachable. I'm a kind of approachable person, but in love things, in the the so-called flirt or pickup thing, I'm not good. I'm just a regular person that can approach person felt like nothing, and then the other step forward, I cannot do it. I'm
Mm.
in the Filipino words. They say like I'm not torpe, but something similar.
Uh,
Oh, I think not necessarily the art of flirting. When it comes to actually building a relationship with a person, you really need a very, let's say, a big amount of trust with this
Ah,
person.
okay.
You really don't need to flirt, because I find flirting to be superficial. It's just shallow. Um, but yeah, be polite and be good, because we are
Oh,
naturally social beings and
yeah,
we need
yeah.
to connect with people.
I remember that one documentary says that the human are social animals. So I
Yes,
kind of
very
remember
much.
that.
man,
Yeah.
social animals.
Well, yes,
Oh
we're
man, bro. I mean, we are
well,
animals, but we kind of derived from monkeys. So
Monk.
well,
Yeah,
we're
monkey.
he just
animals.
made me remember the meme like abandon humanity and return to monkey.
Return to
Exact.
monkey.
It was
Wow.
Yes, yes. I was going to
That's
say in
funny.
Italian, but sorry, guys.
It, yeah. Thank you for
yeah,
You're
thank
thank you.
you.
welcome. Thank you very much, guys. I will return to the publics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. Thank you for
yeah,
that,
that's
Tony.
fine.
That was
That was
really
fine.
good.
Yes,
Wow.
and please don't take what I said. The term art of flirting. I just made that up like a few minutes from now on. It's not true.
Please don't. Do not. I promise you all. As social beings, we seek real connection with people that we trust.
Mm,
And I know that for sure.
yes,
I study psychology and I study human behavior, and I'm very much aware that flirting is never good. It's a huge red flag. I promise y'all.
yeah. I guess it's a good thing that I suck at
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, for humor reasons, we could always use art of flirting. Just, to lighten up the mood and the environment.
Mm,
So yeah, it's totally fine when you're just kidding around.
mm,
Use that. Just don't take it seriously or personally.
mm.
It's gonna be bad. Oh,
Yes.
thank you, Tony. I will. I will. Thank you. So
I mean,
yeah, that's it.
since we were on the topic already, let's
Mm-hmm.
continue with like uh what you need to have a good relationship. I think that's next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think for me, for someone to be a good person to for someone to be a good person to be in a relationship with, I think you'll need to have one trust, mutual trust, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna appraise you guys. The title of the topic is how to get or how to make your relationship last as long as possible, because not it's not every day that you will love your partner. It's not gonna be like that every day. There is gonna be a day in a relationship where just gonna hate each other. So uh lo- so it's about how to make it last longer. You won't always love someone. There's always gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, to put it on, I guess, to make it even simpler to digest it. Like the sine and cosine, you will meet and they will meet and then uh go away from each other and then meet. It's like that. But yeah, first of all, trust, and then mutual trust. It's not gonna work if I just trust. If it's just me that trust whoever my, oh wait, Oh, I just messed up with that part. I have a partner already. If
Oh,
it's just me that, let's say, Eileen, it's just, if the only one between the two of us that trust her, not gonna work because she is gonna be jealous about whoever is gonna be with me. And if that will happen, it not only will it be unfair for the both of us, or at least not just for me but for her. For her, because she's always jealous, and it's not true. Okay, it's just an example. And for me, because so much the does not trust you. It needs to be mutual. It doesn't just need to be me. It doesn't. It's not supposed to be only me. It's not supposed to be only her. It's about the both of us. And the same applies with the next ones. And another thing why trust is important. If you value the trust of not just your partner but someone else, you're gonna prevent yourself or try to prevent yourself from doing something that will certainly hurt them. If I know for sure that Eileen trusts me so much, I wouldn't be flirting with another woman. If another woman confesses to me, I would not entertain her because I know inside me that Eileen trusts me and I trust her myself. I would not want to break that trust. It is very important. Not just for not It's actually not just in romantic relationships, but the same applies with parents, relationships with your parents, your friends, everyone. If you don't trust someone, you can't be friends with them. And the same applies to the other party. And then, do you guys have anything to say about that? Any contradictions or something?
well. Does
I've
anybody from
gotten
the
none.
audience? Oh wow, we have
Eh,
Kamal.
Go ahead. On January.
I've got none actually. I've got none.
You've got
Just go on.
none.
Yeah.
Anybody
Wow.
from the audience would like to say something on how do you keep a relationship last long? Because I bet y'all have that. You have something.
Ironically, I've never been in a relationship, so there's
Yeah.
that. I'll just slide this in there that I've never been in a relationship before.
At this point, at,
Wow.
at this
Wow.
point for me, it's just common knowledge. You've literally told me that you've never been in a relationship before
Yeah.
for 4 times, and this is the fifth one.
You don't
Oh
have to
wow.
slander. Gosh.
You just do it more frequently, and that's what you call bragging at this point.
What is there to brag about being single?
Oh my
Aside from the
god.
fact that I'm more freer than you. Like I'm
Oh
not being
my
limited
gosh.
by, a
Oh, you
certain
have got to be kidding.
person.
Yeah.
Do we have
Yeah.
Zed on? How about you, Zed? Are you on?
Zed's still muted.
He's muted. He's probably doing something. Hmm.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just answer this on how to keep a relationship last long, or maybe even give an insight on it. I do agree with well, he's actually chatting. Zed is chatting. So I do agree
Uh-huh.
with Hoppington on you won't always love your partner every single day, which is
True.
absolutely true. Whether it is a romantic partner or not. In my experience, I have a best friend, so we tend to argue on things and get angry at each other, but then we also try hard to reconcile after that argument. And yeah, being in a relationship is really not um rainbows and unicorns and sugar spice everything nice.
And then
That's a lie. That's a lie. It's
if if there are sugar, spice, and
well,
everything nice, there is definitely chemical X.
yes, there's definitely chemical X. But yeah, in a relationship, it is where you will share your joys and sorrows and sacrifices with the other person. It's really not heaven, like, oh, there's nothing, no arguments are gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And for me, to answer the question on how to make a relationship last long, is I believe you really need to communicate. You really have to make known your thoughts and your
True.
feelings with each other. You don't need to hide anything. And if you are in a conflict, you have to resolve it as soon as possible. Because if that's gonna grow, if you're gonna leave it there, you're gonna become bitter without you being aware of
It's
it. It's
snowballing.
very dangerous. So yeah, that's how you really keep a relationship last long. You have to keep communicating because it's the only way you could understand the other person.
Uh,
Sure, you may be with them for a long time, you would understand their behavioral patterns or what they do when they get angry, but you're not a mind reader. We can't read each other's minds, even if you're with a partner for maybe a decade and so make known your thoughts, make known your even your frustrations really, and even your compliments and appreciation and gratitude to your partner. So I think that's how you really make a relationship last long.
I
And
think
yeah,
I
yeah, I
think
think that's it.
I think one more for me. If you have like something, let's say you have uh, let's say your girlfriend said or did something, don't be shy about it. Go to her and talk about it. It's not if you're just gonna cry in the corner because she said she she did not like something that you did, nothing will happen. It's okay to cry, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, just don't get stuck at crying. Do something about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Crying will crying will only get you down. It will not be able to do anything good. Go to your whoever your partner is, whoever it is that you have a problem with, go to them, talk about it. Like it's as simple as saying that you like someone. It's also, I guess it's a bit harder, but they're almost the same. Just go to them like, hey Zeddy, I did not like that one time where you called me something, and then you, if you're on the receiving end, be sure to always uh ask them if they want to talk about it. Don't fight. Don't never as much as you can avoid fighting. It's just gonna get everything worse. You need to
Mm-hmm.
talk it out. Don't.
Yes.
Mm. Plus,
Yeah.
it's much more peaceful.
Yeah.
Speaking is more peaceful than punching someone in the face. It's true.
Yes,
I
I do agree.
believe me as I speak from experience.
Let me add something as well.
Yes.
What Zaina said a while ago. It's something related to understanding and communication. No matter you guys have to keep in mind, like, no matter how much you communicate to each other, if one does not understand the other and vice versa, nothing's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen. It's because, like, um yeah, it's not like, um ano ba yun? It's not that communication is automatically a solution, but
Mm-mm.
yeah, you're still going to have to make moves. You're still going to have to understand how each one of
Mm-mm.
you works, especially when it
Mm-mm.
comes to, like, um okay, I can't think of a concrete problem, but what if, like, okay, wait, I think I got one. The most basic is, what if you can't agree on what you guys are going to get for dinner or something like that? Such a
Mhm.
small thing, such a small decision. But if you can't
Mhm.
agree on something, when and, like, you're, like, trying to force a decision on them, just don't be like that.
Mhm.
since forcing decisions or like forcing choices to your partner, it's actually an extremely red flag. I've
Yes.
seen like I've seen lots of lots of people's relationships be like that downfall. It's
Mm-mm.
um like yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. And then there's another thing, like continuing on the communication and understanding part. Um aside from communicating with each other, and like what Zaina said, like you have to make your intentions known. You have to make your, what do you call that? You have to make your decisions known. um it's good that you're
Mhm.
making it clear, but you also have to check if like your decisions are, or how do I say this, if like if they agree to
Yes.
your decision. Since um you might decide that, or you might think, example, that person A is thinking that this decision is going to be good for the relationship, for their relationship, but person A's partner thinks not. So
Mhm.
yeah, you're going to have to like think about what you're doing and stuff like that, since it's going to cost a lot of energy between both of you. It's going
Mm-mm.
to cost a lot of time, a lot of emotions. It's going to like yeah, yeah, cost a lot of energy, drained energy, especially if the decision is like um I'm not saying insignificant, but I'm saying it's like a minute decision. What
Mm-mm.
if like the decision is, or like what if the objective is small and like you're already fighting because of it? So that's going
Mhm.
to be a real problem in the long run.
Yeah.
Then yeah. I also remembered like um as someone who's okay, I'm not taking psychology like Zaina. I'm
Mhm.
actually, what I said earlier is I'm taking a computer course for college. But I've read something from a friend of mine who was doing a research, who was also doing a research about relationships. Is that there's a thing, or like there's a phenomenon where marriage counselors have noticed that the thing that made couples fall in love in the first place is also the thing that made them separate, or something like that. Not sure if like you've heard of this before, guys, but the thing is, example, yeah, this is where I can think of a concrete example. Example, you and your crush, yeah, you and your crush started a relationship. You became official, both of you is like dating each other already. And what happens is you fell in love with your partner because of how they make funny jokes, let's say. And then along the line, probably around 2 years from now, um, the honeymoon period is over. There's a period called the honeymoon period where the things you enjoy, or like the things you love the most about this person, isn't that shining star, or isn't that shiny anymore. So what
Mhm.
happens is you feel like um you don't feel the same way with
Mhm.
them, with that specific trait to them. It's like you get annoyed when they make jokes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's really bad since the research said that majority of marriage counselors who are like um resulting in a divorce, or like caused by
Mhm.
that, that their partner is very jokish, who likes to joke, and then down along
Mhm.
no, down along the relationship, as time goes on, they don't feel the same way about the
Mhm.
jokes anymore. And that's going to be real bad, since if you're not like confident, or if like you're afraid to take a risk because of it, or if you're afraid that the same thing that made you fall in love with this person is going to be the downfall of your relationship, that's a red flags already. Like if you can't
Mhm.
accept this person's trait of who they are, and like you're threatened by it or like you're scared by it, then yeah, I think you need to rethink about your decisions, since not everyone can change within a snap of a finger. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen people like take years to change and stuff like that. Gosh. And then there are people who like change for the sake of, I don't know, for the sake of relationship, that to the point that they would like kneel down and abandon their circle of friends to be with this person, to be with their partner. It's just weird. You guys need to like find a balance between both, of like not
Mm-hmm.
changing and changing immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Zaina, back me up. It's like it's just
Oh,
weird, right?
I
That yeah.
yeah. About what you said on like people, let's say this person likes this person because he's
Mhm.
funny and all of that. I think it also comes down to where your relationship is grounded, or what's the
True.
foundation of your
Mhm.
relationship. Like, do I just, like date him because he's funny?
Mhm,
He's like
mhm.
this, he likes to make, joke around, or is it something with a purpose? Like,
True, true.
you know, and that's the thing as well within young kids. I'm not here to judge anybody, but especially when it comes to puberty, like very hormonal kids who are very
Mhm.
much emotionally driven, it also comes down to that point where the honeymoon phase, like period, just drops and breaks down, and you don't like this person anymore. You used to like them both. You used to like them because they're like this. Now you don't. So yeah, it comes down to the foundation of your
Mhm, mhm.
relationship, and understanding why do you want to be in a relationship with that person,
In
and
the
as
first.
well finding a balance with your friends and your romantic relationship. I think you really have to set boundaries.
True,
um
true.
this is what I've learned from a lot of people. Set boundaries, even if you're dating. Okay, let me give you something. My sister has a super close friend, and they're so close, like you may even think of them as like a couple, but they're not, because they both understand um that they did make known their feelings for each other, not romantic feelings, but how they think of each other. Not really romantic, but they place boundaries on each other because they both understand that they have their own priorities in life. So, and there's this one statement that my sister told her very close friend. I have you, but you do not own me. And
Oh,
you have, there, I have you, but I don't own you. You have me, but you don't own me. Even in romantic relationships, you do not own the person. You
true,
have them
true.
by your side, but you don't own them like an object. That's setting boundaries. So,
That's actually
finding
nice. Mhm.
that is where you could find a balance. Relationship is not ownership, okay? It's a
Mhm, mhm.
partnership.
It's yeah, true, true.
That's partnership. So you work together. So yeah, that is where you find the balance, by recognizing um that you don't own each other, but you do have each other. So that's a good thing. That's a good mindset to have. So yeah, and that is how um you could just be with your friends, hang out with them, have fun with them, and at the same time also have fun with your partner. So um yeah, that's all I could really say, and just really clear up some things.
It's actually nice, like your sister or your sister and your sister's friend has set boundaries, since like
Mhm.
that's one of the common things that some couples, especially young couples, that like
Mm-mm.
I've seen some of my friends literally fall apart because like they haven't set boundaries, and like
Mm-hmm.
the relationship is already super messed up.
Yes.
And yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm even surprised that young people right now are like getting into relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, like I'm old, okay?
You
Lord
are.
Hoppington, don't dox my age right now, but I'm
Wow.
old considerably compared to some of you guys. Then here I am, who's never been in a relationship, and I've seen like I have some friends younger than me. They're like grade 11 and 12 as well from a different Discord server, and
Mhm.
like dang, they've got stable relationship, and
I was
I'm
going to
actually
ask,
proud of them.
guys. Sorry to
It's
interrupt
okay. It's okay.
again.
No
Again.
problem. It's okay. Go.
Yeah.
Just got rejected some years ago on wait,
I highly
what
can
what
relate
was
to him.
it was
We really can
back
relate to him.
what?
No,
Nothing.
go on. Go on. Go on.
No, no, I was going to ask again the question that only Zaina responded to me.
What's really interesting, okay, red flags. Red flags that you could notice is when this person is actually not respecting your wishes. And yeah, that's actually one of the red flags. At least that's what I've noticed in romantic relationships. They're not really respecting your wishes. And even in couples, we've seen couples, even if they're close, they also have different values. And if you can't hold mutual respect for each other, or this one partner does not respect you, your values, your beliefs, your wishes, that's a red flag, because you need openness in a relationship for it to ensue. I don't know if I'm using the right word, but yes, you need to be open with each other. And one red flag is if this person is clingy to you, if like this partner you have is clingy to you, um it's not really gonna work out. So yeah, that uh red flags. What else? What else? What I have so many things going inside my mind. I could not pick out one.
It's okay. It's
Um
okay.
yeah, red flags. If they're not wise and they are full of pride, if they do not know humility, and if they are bitter, that's a huge red flag. Because in relationships, you make mistakes and you have to apologize as well for it. And you should also be willing to forgive the other person. And if this person does not know how to do that, you're done for. You're literally done for. That's a big red flag. So yeah, see, there's so many things. There's so many red flags that I'm thinking of. But yeah, I think yeah, I I'm starting to stutter. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
all G.
It's okay, no worries.
Yes. So yeah, you have to be with a person who is open and who is kind, who is wise. You need wisdom, and you need to be with a
Really.
wise person, because this person is able to challenge you. If you have any bad habits or bad behaviors, they could challenge you and actually help you improve. And eventually, um, both of you would improve in your relationship and grow. So, yeah, yeah, love. That's that's really how a relationship should go. And yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Yes. Sorry for the background sounds, but they're working outside of my house, so
Oh,
That's fine.
yeah.
yeah. And yes, guys. God damn, I'm going to ask some 17 years old.
It's okay.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
Fine. It's
You
fine.
don't need to be shy about it. Like this is one of the points of the event in the first place.
Yes.
I just remembered like um I just chuckled a bit. What was that? Tony like mentioned that he got rejected, and then like Hoppington mentioned like you, Kahel, and then like okay. About rejection, like it's okay to
Acta.
be rejected since I mean at least you tried, right? At
Yes,
least you tried.
Yes, yes.
But
yes.
the thing is, there's no shame in rejection unless it's like extremely a red flag event, something like that. But if you think that you tried your best and stuff like that, then it's fine. It's okay to get hurt a bit, but yeah, you don't have to like sulk over that rejection for too long since yeah, I've experienced rejection. Fine, Hoppington, you win this time. Shame.
Aw.
Proud.
But that was so long ago, and looking back, it's funny. Like,
Wait, someone did a bet on something for a relationship.
no,
Oh,
oh my gosh. Okay,
I did.
it wasn't okay. It wasn't a bet in my case, but what happened was, I confessed to my crush, and then she said that
Mm-hmm.
she just laughed it off. Then she said she was busy doing some English assignment for her next
Mm-hmm.
class, and then I laughed it off as well.
Oh,
Yes. Like, okay, she didn't outright reject me. To
yes.
clarify, I was like grade 10, then she's grade 9. What happened was
Bro,
she's supposed to be,
dude.
wait, to clarify, she's supposed to be my classmate, but she took a gap year. She stopped for 1 year because she had some health issues. Then, which is fine. What happened is she was a classmate of mine before. She just stopped for a year, and then yeah, like I told her my feelings one day, and then dang, the next morning I've heard that she's already in a relationship with someone else. And here's to me like, oh, okay, sure, noted. Then yeah,
Yeah.
I never talked to her again. Then the next time she talked to me, yeah, to clarify, I never talked to her again, but she talked to me, was it was nearing the end of the school year of the school year. Then I was busy as fudge since I'm a student council member, and like we were managing lots of activities since the school year is ending. And then she came to me, she went to me, and then she told me she had the audacity to say hindi na tayo nag-uusap, or like we never talk anymore. And then I said, what's
Audacity.
there to talk about? What's there to talk about?
Yo,
Uh,
wait, we lost Zed on the public.
it's like, Kahel,
It's
Oh.
Kahel,
LG.
Kahel, Kahel.
Uh,
The wizard to the witch.
I don't even know anymore. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I
It's
learned a
fine.
lot of stuff because of
Mm-hmm.
it. I've learned to take rejections like a real person. Like I learned that I don't have to sulk over this weird feeling and stuff like that. That I don't have to stew over my sadness. So yeah, I moved on pretty quickly. I was just extremely weirded out that wait, was it a coincidence?
The
Question
wo-
mark. Like I was questioning a lot, but I didn't like ask her since I don't want to disturb their quote unquote relationship. And then yeah, that was around
Say it
not
clearly. It was not a relationship. She used you like a
I didn't okay.
no
I
jokes.
don't think
Sorry.
I got used. It's okay, it's okay. But dang.
You got used. In fact,
I, yeah, I think
it,
so too.
Mm,
she used you
Gosh.
to pick up the other dude.
Oh my gosh.
man.
And then yeah, that was okay. After me telling her that what's there to talk about, utterly shutting her down immediately when she like tried to reach out. The audacity. Her audacity. She messaged me to remind you that was back when I was grade 10. And then I was already grade 11, two cities away from her. Yeah, I moved to a different city to study at a different university. And I was just like it was in the middle of a class and I was shocked that she messaged me during classes. And like she said, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. Then I was like, what? Why? And then she didn't say anything. She just told me that she's sorry for everything that she did. And then, yeah, I don't know what it meant actually. I have zero idea of what it meant. She was saying sorry over something, and then like she just I asked her, "What are you sorry for?" Then she said you already know. And then I said, that's the thing, I don't know. Clarify to me, communicate. But she didn't. So yeah, I just let her go now. Yeah, I just let her go. Like yeah.
Mm,
And that was the last I've ever heard of her.
mm.
God
I
dang.
no, no.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, I
The
and
audacity of this girl.
the this,
Wow.
this woman. I can believe this woman
I don't
had.
even know anymore. So yeah, if like I hope you guys don't encounter that type of person who's like saying sorry and then like she's not very specific about her apology, since that's actually bad from a communication perspective. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
going to say sorry, but you're not like specifically defining what you're sorry about or what you're apologizing about. That's just
Mm-hmm.
real bad. Yeah. Then
Aw.
gosh. Not me being friends with a guy like that. Please. Gosh. I mean, call out your friends if like your friends are being douchey or like red flags or something like that. Call them out since people are gonna be affected by it. Like
I mean,
if they're in a relationship, call them out since um
they might
I'm
do it to other people.
yeah, they might do it to other people.
Mm.
Be like a concerned friend instead of
Yes.
like being I don't know. I forgot like the English term for being chismoso or something like that. But
Gossipy.
be
Talkative,
yeah,
Talk.
being
talkative.
talkative, something like
Yeah.
that.
Just
Gossip.
be the concerned friend for other people's well beings. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Anyways, gosh.
Um, back to what was sorry, I lost myself on the on the chat.
It's
We can
okay.
also translate that all as noisy, like Hikari says.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that's actually
Nosy.
the better word. Like instead of okay, I don't know
That's
like don't okay, wait. Take this with a grain of salt. Be nosy if like this person is affecting your friend or something like that. Be there for your
Mm-hmm.
friend. Since I've also like encountered a friend of mine who was like stuck in a toxic relationship and stuff like that. And I had to be like the nosy person to like dip myself into their muddy relationship. It was really dirty. Like I didn't it felt wrong for me to like dabble myself onto their problems, but it was extremely bad that my friend was contemplating harming themselves. So I had to step in for like the betterment of my
no,
friend.
it's
Mm-hmm.
not
So
good
Yes.
when someone want to harm themselves. You
yeah.
did a good thing.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Um,
It's
but
better than to just watch everything crumble apart.
Yeah. Yep.
When
yeah,
you
Mm-mm.
yeah.
when you think
I
you
was
need to do something, do it. Especially if
yeah.
it's good.
It's for the betterment of my friend as well. And after that, like the my friend like cut her off and stuff like that, and he was better, like really better. Yeah, he was
Mm,
happier. I guess.
that's nice.
That's the thing.
Have I'm okay. Now I'm curious. Has anyone ever confessed to you?
Ah, me. Actually, recently as
Oh.
well.
And then here you are bragging that you've never been in a relationship
Okay,
before.
Wait,
the
wait,
thing
wait.
is, oh my
Can
god.
you redo the question? I didn't.
I was asking if have you ever had someone confess to you?
Mm,
Gosh.
no, no,
No?
no.
I
To
mean,
be honest,
I
no.
did, I did, but I ended up rejecting her.
Okay.
And
Aw.
and now and now our next topic is the art of rejection.
The art of rejection.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Ooh, this is where the part where I shine because I'm like
Oh my
the only,
gosh.
as one of the person I once knew said, I'm the only one who's bold enough to do such a
No, I
thing.
actually rejected someone as well. You
Dude,
go first, Toppington. You go first.
don't go to my DMs complaining that you've never been in a relationship before because I'm now starting to think that you've had the opportunity to be in one more than how many digits there are in the value of pi.
Oh my gosh.
To be honest,
And anyways, yeah, how to do a rejection. First of all, you need to accept the fact that whoever it is that like whoever it is that mm, that confess to you, it's inevitable that he or she will be hurt. You need to accept that fact, or it's better if you may or may not even care about it at all. Accept that it she will get hurt. The intensity will only vary about how she will accept that. And then second of all, choose the right words. And she will get hurt. The least thing you can, if you're gonna reject someone, the least thing you can do is minimize that effect. And don't don't be like me when it comes to rejecting women because like when I did that when I told that girl that I didn't like them, it literally ruined their entire school year. And I think it was on grade when I was grade six when that happened. Like this, uh, we were classmates on grade four, and then I used to help her like a lot, and then she had to repeat because for certain reasons that I don't really remember because I didn't really care about it. And then like years or 1 or 2 years later when I was grade six and she was five, we had this event on the Valentines and then everyone would like post something on this very little and less not even efforted wall.
A
Anything about
freedom wall.
yeah, freedom wall if
Yep.
that's what you call it. And then someone just went to me and said, hey man, I'm gonna translate it to English just so we're all on the same page.
Go on,
Like,
go on.
hey man, there's this sticker pasted on the wall that has your name on it. Do you know? Have you seen it? I'm like, oh, really? I was honestly surprised because like my elementary life wasn't really comprised of social being, not really that sociable when I was in elementary, and then I was most definitely surprised that oh wait what someone had the computer, and then I wasn't really interested, but I was curious to see who it was, and then to my surprise it was her, and then and then like it happened on the court, the covered court, and then the wall was there. On the right side, I could see her friends, and then they called me, and then they asked, "Have you seen her? Do you remember this woman?" And then I said yes, definitely. I had good memory, man, the days. And then they asked me to come with her. It took me like a week or so, and then I literally just went to her and said, "I don't like you," and then I left. She cried, but I left. Don't do it like that. It unless you're bold enough like me, don't do it. It will hurt the person as well. It's something that you might regret. I didn't, but they also hated me for that. Actually, they hated me for that. But as I said earlier, I did not really care. I mean, uh, fast forward to the present, we're okay now. But I guess there's still there still might be a part of her that remembers that part when literally just went up to her classroom and pointed to her face, and then I said, "I don't like you," and before leaving the room.
That's actually really blunt and traumatizing.
That's
Bro, really,
I
you
know.
really went
I don't think it's
to do some comfort. Sorry, Tina. Sorry, I interrupted you. I was going to say, I was going to say that Lord Hoppington came with the bat and demolished the other dude, the other
True.
person.
Yep.
Yes, that was precisely what I did. I don't know if
Gosh.
I did that
oh,
intentionally or coincidentally, but that's what I did. Like pointed at her face.
oh my
I can
god.
remember the look in everyone's face. It was in her classroom. I barged
Gosh.
in the room, forcibly opening the door. I pointed. It
By
was
the
in the
way,
middle
What
of the
level is that?
I
and then
boosted the server. So okay, just wanted to interrupt y'all.
it's fine.
It's okay.
And then I think it was science. So
Wait, what
I
grade level was that?
she was 5, I was 6, and then
Oh
I
my
they
gosh.
were doing PE, and
Oh
I
my
went.
gosh.
I got. She was in the middle of the classroom. Like if the classroom was the earth, her classmates were the earth. She was the core at the core,
Oh
literally in
my
the middle
god.
of everywhere. And then I called her with a really, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it as I remember. Oi, woman, I don't like you. And then I left.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's really
Dude, really
traumatizing for
hard.
her.
you you
Yeah.
really killed there, man. And for rejection, I'm the one on the receiving end of our rejection,
That only
and it
happened once. For good,
yeah
fortunately for everyone else, that
yeah
happened once. Not not
uh,
not again.
yeah. uh, I was I was saying I was at the receiving end of the rejection, and what it was a friend of mine birthday. It was 2018 or something. Was the birthday of my friend. It was a debut. If you are
Hmm.
yeah
Mm-hmm.
Filipino, you know what is that. I
Yep,
do not.
yep.
I don't need to explain what is this. Um, it was a friend of the birthday girl, and
Mm-hmm.
I was going to approach her and confess her, but the girl friend zoned me. Oh my god, it
Uh,
really sucks. But at least she didn't do it in front of her, my family, and my friends. So it's cool though.
oh my god, my girlfriend is
Mm.
here.
What?
Right here.
What?
Oh my god, I'm toast. I think she
I
heard
even know
what.
what you just said.
I think she heard what I
We
said.
have Yo. We
Oh.
have Yo.
Ayo, Mayo. Yo, speak for you.
Yo.
Heyo.
Ayo, you were raising your hand. Now speak.
Yeah, while we're waiting for you, I'm also
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I'm not in the receiving end of a rejection. Aside from that, yeah, I just detailed earlier, but gosh, what a clown. I'm such a clown when it comes to relationships.
Clowny.
Oh my. Anyways, moving on. It was like grade 10 as well, and I rejected her. Like, gosh, I
Oh,
rejected her. You know what? I'm going to send you some receipts. Event chat. Like, okay, it was February 13, and then um there was like a time where like I was bringing my laptop a lot to school,
I can see it.
and yeah, I no no no, I sent another one.
I still can see it.
I sent another one.
Your MacBook, wow.
Yeah, I used a MacBook before, but like I went back to being a Windows user right now. Anyways, going back, so yeah,
Windows
I left
loyalist.
I left my I left my laptop to her in the library since I was being called by the student council president. Then I was like, can you like guard my laptop for me? Can you like yeah, just take care of my laptop for me while I'm gone. The council president is calling me and stuff like that. So I went, and then it took a bit since yeah, some stuff happened. And then I came back, and then I said na okay, sure. Then no, she thanked me, which is weird. I don't know why at the time she thanked me. And then she said that she's going back to her classroom. Then I said okay. Then yeah, it was already dismissal time, so I was just waiting for my ride home. So I didn't like open my laptop until I just arrived home, and then here it is. Like I posted the screenshot on my Facebook story, February 13. Then it just says, "I want a letter." Yeah, she wanted
Wow.
a letter.
Yet
If you're in Italy, if you use
Aw.
a MacBook, you're rich.
yet
That's the
another
thing.
woman with yet another woman with very huge balls.
Balls. Like she directly
Okay.
she left it in my MacBook. She
He
opened
didn't even have
specifically
balls.
opened oh my gosh. She specifically opened Microsoft Office Word, left the note, and then like I didn't even open it since um yeah, I live in the Philippines and like tricycle ride home, so I don't get to open my laptop during the ride. But then I got home, I opened it up, I was like going to watch some YouTube videos or like lay out something I don't remember anymore. But then there, I want a letter. And then like I was so shocked by like she had the audacity to write that down. So I did. Strike three, you're out. She struck you out. And then yeah, I wrote her a letter, and then basically she has a crush on me. I found out. And then it was Feb 14. I found out that she has a crush on me. And then
Took you long enough.
okay, the thing is she doesn't refuses to okay, Kapitan opens a laptop demands for that refuses to elaborate leaves. Lamau. But okay. The thing is, it didn't took me long enough because she didn't drop any hints. Okay? It was like that
Mm.
was her way of like confessing to me. And it was shocking since I'm not physically attractive per se. I'm not confident in my looks, and like I don't even know why she had a crush on me. She forgot to ask that. Then yeah, okay. I did make a letter, and then like I extremely dense
Wow.
kahel, wrote a letter about our friendship. Lord. Okay, I wrote a letter about our friendship. Then
Dude,
um
that's
basically I was
that's
just
like you were rejecting her without even knowing it.
yun nga, like that's what happened.
Emotional damage.
I just wrote about I wrote about our friendship, our quote unquote friendship, and like how I'm thankful that I met her and stuff like that. There wasn't really anything romantic about it. That's the thing. It's just like platonic friendship type of stuff.
Mhm.
And then I printed it out at the library, and then she had the audacity to ask me for a handwritten letter. And
Deserve.
okay,
Deserve.
I don't deserve it, Hoppington, because
No,
I really hate
it's
my
not
penmanship.
you. No, not you, but the woman.
Her, okay,
Yes, deserve.
okay. And then yeah, so okay, yeah, fine. I told her, okay, I'll just write one now. So I did write her a handwritten letter. I gave it to her just before dismissal time, just before we went home. So I gave it to her, and then like she was extremely happy. And then and then a few days later, she approached me, and then in her own words, she asked me like, um, do I want to be in a relationship? And then I said, no, I don't. And then that's where she fell apart. Well, she didn't cry. She didn't cry in front of me, but she was extremely hurt since at the time when I was back in grade 10, uh, I just I just finished leading a club, the science club, grade 9. And then grade 10, I was directly promoted to being a student council. I mean,
Mm,
not promoted, but I applied and then people voted for me. So I had the responsibility. I had lots of responsibilities. So um aside from that, grade 10, I was studying for my college, not college, but for like my senior high school entrance exams, which is a lot like a
Mm.
college entrance exam. So I was studying for that as well, and I was extremely busy. So what happened was I just said, nah, I'm not ready to be in a relationship right now, since my focus in life right now is to be a student, like and a student leader. I have lots of responsibilities. And then she said, ah, okay. She just said that. And then like she she distanced herself from me. Then I was extremely dense at the time to like correlate that she was hurt by what I said. And
Aw.
yeah, I just confronted
Mhm.
her since I was genuinely concerned as a friend. And she said
Mhm.
that um she was really hurt by what I said, that I'm not ready to be in a relationship, and that she has like a, a lot of feelings for me since
mm.
yeah, she said that I was attractive and stuff like that.
Aw.
I was smart. I was an extremely
Wait, wait,
responsible
wait.
person. And then like I was shocked since I I said to myself that I was none of those that time back when
Mhm.
I was in grade 10. And then yeah, I
So
was
you
just
were,
shocked that she
yeah.
just I don't know, lay it all on me, like all her feelings, and then I was speechless. And then I asked her, "So what do you want to do now since I can't be in
Wait.
a relationship?" I
Mm.
made it clear then and there in front of her that I
Fuck!
can't be in a relationship. And yeah, that's where she was like, um I hope we can stay friends. And then I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Then we did. And then fast forward to me moving up. Yeah, you know the term moving up from grade 10 to grade 11. After the moving up ceremony, we never saw each other physically ever again.
Aw.
Then Lord Hoppington is a Facebook friend of mine. He
Oh.
knows that a few days ago I posted a Facebook story of me holding a cat. And then wait, yeah, that was a few days ago, February 11. She messaged me. She messaged me. Since Lord Hoppington knows that I wear eyeglasses, her message was cute tong nakasalamin, hehe, which translates to like I'm cute and stuff like
And
that.
then like, what I said, what I replied to your story is, uh, ang cute naman nung pusa nakasalamin.
Yeah. Yeah. Nakasumay, marunong umiti, and like what the fuck? I just laughed at it. Then yeah, she replied, she messaged my story that I was cute, and like holy, the last time we talked was 2021. I literally opened up the message. The last message was March 4th, 2021, and then she messaged me a few days ago. And then like there were some incidents where she was stalking my Twitter. Yeah.
Wow, you guys have Twitter?
Yeah, I have Twitter, okay?
I
Like
don't.
I use it a
I
lot.
I think you wants to ask something. He was
Go
raising
on.
his hand earlier.
Yo.
It's
You may
your
speak, yo.
yo.
ayun, and
Yo,
yeah.
speak
Eh,
for
Is it
yourself.
I
my
guess
turn now?
ano, wait lang. I guess she was just not obsessed, but
Sorry.
she's just extremely attracted to me. And it was really a bad time
Impossible.
to no, no, what do you mean impossible? It was just a really bad time since I was extremely busy. So okay, before I end like what I just said, before I end this, um may when you get rejected, try to understand why you were rejected. Like there must be some things going on in that person's life on why you were rejected, since that was what happened to me. Like, or that's what I did. There was a lot going on in my life during that time, aside from student council stuff, some academics. I was also being bullied and stuff. Like my self-esteem was extremely low.
Yeah,
So
you did tell me that as well.
yeah, I was bullied during grade 10, stuff like that. So I wasn't in the right emotional state to respond to a question like that. So I had to like reject her, since I wasn't depressed, but I was borderline. I wasn't diagnosed at all, but let's just say I was extremely sad, like a lot. And yeah, if you guys are rejected and stuff like that, I would like try to accept it first and understand like why I was rejected. Then yeah, I just hope that you guys are rejected for some legit reason.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Yo,
So young,
Anyways, I'm
yo,
passing on the
yo,
mic.
we
your
have the
time
floor
has
now, young.
Hello. Uh,
Hello.
Hi, my name is Yo. Yo.
yo.
Yo yo.
Actually, actually, the this I'm going to tell a story, maybe two stories. You know,
Go on, go on.
both
Mm-hmm.
not to brag, but I was both at the rejecting. Ano, I was rejecting someone. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the first one. This is a long story. So we, you know, when in school, when the school is very far, you have service. Maybe you
Uh-huh,
ride
uh-huh.
in
Yes.
maybe you ride in cars or L300 vans.
Uh-huh,
The
uh-huh.
second one was,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Wait, let me. Um, she was my batch, and she was also part of our service group. So
Mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
so after class, she asked me to go with her. She was going to tell something. Um, so
Mm-hmm.
So, and then she went on that said she had a crush on me, blah blah blah. And at that point, I did not respond immediately. Um, I did not respond immediately. Fast forward to a couple. Um, I I maybe politely rejected her, but not so politely. The events that happened after that. Since service, we are service mates. I After the rejection, I've treated her very badly. I've treated her badly, so bad. I called their names behind their back, called her gago and all stuff like that. I I
Oh
told her
my
I would
god.
every time she would
Yo.
invite me to go with her or something. I would say no, I'm busy, blah blah blah. Um, yeah, it was kind of, but uh, I was a dick, and yeah, and I don't know a lot. Fast forward a couple of years, maybe we talk again, but not much. But maybe I still think that a part of me, maybe I could have treated her better after a very rare occurrence.
Mm-hmm.
Now the second one, I actually joined a server that was partnered with this server.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Adorable Home or something, cannot clear.
Mm.
And I was in that server a couple of days, and
I think we talked about like
yes, I know.
last night.
Yes, I want them to know.
Mm.
You know, the first story was in grade 7, but now I grade 10. Yeah. So I was in the server a couple of days, sitting in with the group there.
Mm-hmm.
Someone
Yes.
then someone was then someone maybe when in some servers they do anonymous confession, blah blah blah. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh in some servers they do anonymous confessions, but I knew it was her. So let me read you what I said here. Hi, baka assuming lang ako na ikaw si confession, blah blah blah, pero okay. Thank you sa pag I know it must have taken a lot of guts and courage. Believe me, but unfortunately, I do not feel the same. Sana di ka masyado sad kasi mag-uusap pa rin naman tayo. Thank you sa pagrespeto ng kahit anong decision ko. I'm sure that you would make a very good girl. Stick ka na siguro sa in real life, pero ikaw naman siguro bahala. I'm really sorry. And I agree with what Huffington said earlier that always you should, watch your tone, watch your words, and please be as polite as possible when you reject someone if you go into that circumstance.
Aww.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. And then
Wow,
just
that was
like
something
at the end of the
else.
day, everyone will be just like a better person than I am.
Yes, you can always strive to be a better person.
Wow. Um, Rejection.
Yes.
Damn, the story's really. I mean, even listening to Kahel and even you, I'm like, there's something going on here. I've just been listening to all of y'all, and yes, it really does. It does hurt. Um, yeah, it does hurt because it feels good to also be appreciated, or your, let's say, your feelings are reciprocated um by your crush. It really feels nice to think about that. Wow.
Oh my
I just
god.
trying to digest all of your stories. Um, Literally, there's so much going on inside my head right now. But here's what I could say. I have never really been I've never been rejected, nor did I reject anybody. It's just that I don't believe in reject, like, um in confession, like when you're confessing your feelings with other people. I really don't believe the idea of rejection unless you're giving a proposal. So that's like you're asking them to date you, something like that. Rejection is present. But I just really don't believe in rejection. I hope nobody would be offended by this. Like,
No one, no
I
offense
really
No, no,
taken.
don't.
no, you're okay.
No, none taken.
Um,
Don't take it.
it's just that how I see confessions, it's you're expressing why you like this person, why you admire, and why you appreciate them. And it's also a way for you to express your emotions, because it's really bad when you keep it all inside you and eventually it will burst out. That is really bad. But how I see it is, um rejection is not like, I don't really, again, I don't believe in rejection. I don't see it as a rejection of feelings, like the rejection idea. I don't really see it as a rejection of feelings. It's more like the person who is confessed to just don't know how to respond properly to it. But I guess, how I understand what you guys are saying on rejection, when this person that you confess to starts acting cold on you, that's how you see it as rejection, right? I guess that's how you see it. Um, for me, I've been confessed to a lot, and how I do respond to them is I just say thank you. And it's really glad to be appreciated and that someone sees me for who I am. It feels nice. And I tell them thank you. But to me, it's like I don't understand why people see that as like rejection when you don't say I like you back or something like that. I guess maybe it's just the influence of the media. So like um yeah, and I never confess to anybody else. I
Mhm.
just like when it comes to having crushes, you're not obligated to confess. Like it's
It's your
always up
choice.
to you. Yes, it's really your choice. You're not obligated to confess. But if you really want to, you have to think through it. Like you really have to think about it. Like what
Mhm.
am I gonna get, what am I gonna take or get out of this when I
Mhm.
like confess to my crush. Like
When you're gonna do a confession, you're literally
yeah.
taking a risk.
Yes, exactly. I
It's a
agree. You're
high
taking a risk.
depends on how it turns out. It's a high
Yes.
risk, high reward event.
Yes. It really is like you're taking a risk. But yeah, it's really it's really like that. It's good to confess as well, but to me, when I have crushes, I don't confess. I just acknowledge what I feel. I just tell myself, "Oh, I like this person." And then that's it. And let the feelings pass. So, yeah, I mean, having crushes to me is just like feelings, just a manifestation of positive feelings, and eventually it'll fade out. So, yeah, the art of rejection. So I hope everybody here is like, don't like don't suddenly come to a conclusion that you're rejected because your crush did not respond that they like you back. And an advice is when you want to confess to a crush, have low expectations. Always lower your expectations, because if you have high expectations and you did not get that, you're going to be very disappointed and you're going to be upset. You're going to be, I guess, embarrassed about what you did. You're going to regret about it. And then you're just suddenly going to say, oh, my crush rejected me. But yeah, I think that's all I could say about the quote unquote art of rejection. Anybody want to take the floor? Hello?
Shit, I
Oh,
forgot. I forgot
no.
to pull down the mic. Sorry, guys. I was going again. Ask again. What the fuck? I'm here only for the ask. um, self-deprecation here. Sorry, but wow, everyone here left. Really, Lord Zed, Kali. Oh, I have nothing to ask because I already finished my questions. Sorry.
Oh my, what happened to Hoppington? Oh, Hoppington's back. Same as Lord Zed. Okay, let's invite them back.
I got disconnected.
It's fine. I also got disconnected a few minutes ago. Like
Mm.
internet went out, but I'm back.
Well, hello. What happened while I was gone?
I think Zaina can answer it.
But by the way, Tony, thanks for the boost. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Wait, let me invite Tony to speak. Invite sent.
Um, okay. Just because I almost forgot. Yes, I boosted the server, and thank you for having me here on your server, Lord Uppington, Zeddy, and Zena.
The
Yeah,
pleasure
I
is
called you Zeddy, bro. And Kahil, you're a great dude,
Ah, thank you.
very
and I
appreciated.
wanted to I wanted to share something because your group is really cool.
Thanks. Uh, uh, you you were gonna speak. Oh wait, she's unmuted. Sure. Uh, go on. Uh, Aileen, if you wanna speak. You're muted though. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, hello. This is
Hello.
Asim, and thank you for
Hi.
having me. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. So we were talking about the rejection thing and all, and I got a point if you guys agree to me or not. Like, um, you everyone is talking about how hard is to get a rejection, but I think it's also hard to reject someone at some point. Like, yeah, it's really hard when the people when the guy or the girl is really nice to you and they confesses, uh, they are really nice, but you are not ready for the relationship and you have to say the no thing. But yes, at the some point it's really hard and also courageous thing to reject someone, I guess.
True, true.
So it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. It's
It is
uh, it's
an
it's really hard to. Sorry,
No,
Hoppington.
continue, 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 continue.
I was going to say it's really hard to either reject or either accept someone because I'm not used to upset nor reject because I was the one who handed the rejection. So I cannot say for my experience how hard it is really to upset or reject someone.
Mm. I
Yeah.
mean, the difficulty just depends on who is gonna do the rejection. I mean, on my part, when uh, like what I said earlier, it was really easy for me. I did not even a single inch of regret. But it just depends on the person. Mm, as- you guys have something else to talk about? Wow.
How about
Wow.
Yao? Yao's raising his hand. Let me invite them. There.
A final say in the quote unquote art of rejection. Just think of it as you may hurt them now, but you are no longer going to hurt them in the long run.
Yes.
True.
It's it's sooner. It's better sooner than later.
Yep.
No.
I mean, it's true. Whether it does not just apply to rejections. It applies to almost everything that involves hurting someone's feelings. And I know that because don't
Aww.
don't ask why, because that's something that's gonna change how everyone here looks at me. But that's all in the past. Anyways, I think the event has been really good so far. Mm, should we go on to the next topic? It's this is the part where it goes a little sensitive. Should we go on?
Which is.
Uh, teenagers.
Teenage pregnancy.
Ah, I
Dude,
see.
no, not yet. Oh my god,
Yet? Alright.
that's
That's hard.
no, like no, like first,
What's
no,
next? What's next?
teenage relationships first, and uh, before pregnancy. You're too advanced. Anyways, I think at our current our current age being in a relationship because of mm, the same earlier because of the social media influence to today's teenagers at this point being in a relationship at a significantly young age is uh steady meet yourself good at this age is inevitable. So at least one can do if he or she is gonna enter a relationship is make sure that the guy who they will be partnered with is a good one. And
Yes.
a lot of us, I think it was Kahel that said it earlier, a lot of people are just demanding to have a relationship now because of because at today's age it's a requirement now. And I,
It's not though.
it's not,
It
but
feels
Sorry,
like.
guys.
yeah,
What?
fine.
Yes.
I do not understand. Sorry, guys.
That's
Again.
fine. Uh, I was to TLDR. At today's age, it feels like it's a requirement to get in a relationship, even though you're young, even though it's not.
True.
So
Even though
it's
it's not. Yep.
Mm,
so
Yeah, yeah.
right now it's
I get it
about
now.
I agree.
yeah okay. So it's now about who you will be in a relationship with. At- I think I'm not. Uh, you guys can disagree with me, but I think when is no longer a question. It's about who.
Who
So
did it? Okay.
who you're gonna enter a relationship with, and that depends. A lot of people
Okay.
actually, since I'm the incredibly uh old one, and I've asked a lot of women actually what their taste in men, and then there was this woman. Wait, I think I should refer to girls as a much more lighter term instead of just calling them women. I think. I think girls are fine. So there was this one girl, and I'm actually no. Let's get straight to the point. Goy. Ah, one thing about if you have watched Going Bully Lit like in the old days, you
Yeah.
Yes.
guys saw
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yes. Yes.
remember
yes,
that.
yes, yes,
Bugoy
yes.
Carino
Yes.
was part of the
Wait. Zaina
Hmm.
proposed a topic, the teenage pregnancy. Am I right?
no, no, not yet, just the
No, I
relationship.
was
Not
just
yet.
asking
Getting to
about it.
getting
We'll
there, I
get
guess.
to there. We'll get
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. But to be honest, Going Bully, I watched that show sometimes when I went back in the Philippines some
Mm.
years ago.
Oh,
If you have Nord,
Nice.
and that goes to the of our event, NordVPN. Just kidding. Uh,
Sponsored.
Content.
wow.
That's
That's
some
why
content.
why
This event is
why
sponsored by NordVPN.
this event was sponsored by NordVPN. Do you want to watch a show from your home country but don't have the money to buy a plane or just too lazy
What the
to
fuck?
even get one?
Buy a plane.
NordVPN. Buy a plane. NordVPN is there for you. Yeah.
Should
Anyways,
we get back
joke
on track?
aside, one thing I think whoever that valuable woman was, she really had a negative effect on Bugoy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm making a rough estimate of his age. I think he's somewhere not yet 20. That's why the meme. But,
Mm.
and you see how bad it was. If you, as I said, if you watch Going Bully Lead before, it looked really nice. There was even this interview of him. Then someone asked, why doesn't he have a girlfriend yet? And he said, because he's still young. Then fast forward now, he already has a child. I think that's that's the who you're gonna be with one, because either he or she will have a good effect on your life or a terribly bad one. And in Bugoy's
Mhm.
case, it was bad. It was terrible. Even saying terrible is a understatement at this point. If
Mhm.
nothing is done about this, they're all screwed. And think about it though, now that we're now in the part of the sensitivity. Uh, having a child at a really, no, just on a significantly young age will change not just the children's life, but for the parents as well. Because
Yes.
of course, it's obvious they're still studying. They won't be able to support the child. So the responsibility of the child will of course be transferred to the parents, which is bad. You're already raising like a really a child. Why are you gonna raise another? But of course, you have no choice. Apparently,
Mhm.
having a child at a really young age is a blessing. It's, which is it's not. It's not a blessing. It never was,
Mhm.
and it never will be. And if you're just
Mhm.
gonna do it because you were curious, dude, the condom is like 10 pesos at a pharmacy. I asked one. I remember when I was we went to the mall. I think I was grade 12. I
Mhm.
7 years old or 11. I went to the pharmacy and asked how much is a condom. It was like 10 pesos. It wasn't really that expensive.
Mhm. Yes. Yes.
So if you're just
Actually.
gonna do it out of curiosity, just buy one. I mean,
Mhm.
do it once. That should be enough if you're just curious. But no. One more thing. Raising a child is really expensive. We're
It's
putting,
good.
and just so everyone's at the right page, we're putting ourselves at a like low income family, not the average one. We're on the most common one, which is minimum wage. And if you're on minimum wage, it's not really a good thing to
Mm.
raise a baby.
Yes.
It's a bad
Yes.
thing.
It's really true.
And
Yeah.
that misfortune will not only reflect for you, the parent, your child,
Mhm.
most definitely to their child. Because
Mhm.
uh, poverty, if there's something
Yeah.
expensive that you need to grow, they need to spend money on, poverty is a thing. It will become a thing. It's already a thing. And you will become one of them. Uh, for people with no, I'm not uh, being offensive here. It's just true. Raising a child is
Mhm.
expensive. If you don't want to increase the problem of your parents, don't do it. Either don't do it, or if you just can't resist that fucking perverted penis, use a condom. They're cheap.
Sorry,
Mhm.
forgot to give my brother his birthday gift because today is birthday.
Yeah, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Mhm.
kuya.
Happy
Okay.
birthday.
Happy birthday to your brother.
Yes,
Happy
brother. Happy
birthday to
birthday.
your brother. Yes.
Yes, finally
Uh,
some good news.
I almost forgot to give.
mm,
It, it was on my sock.
Yes.
mm,
Forgot that is push to talk. So sometimes I got laggy.
Uh, did you guys even understand what I was talking about earlier? I'll if not, I'll try to explain it in an even simpler way. Mm, yeah, I guess.
Till there are. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. TLDR. Uh, teenage pregnancy is bad. Bad for your parents. Bad for you, and bad, especially bad for your child. Why? Why? I think the answer is a bit obvious. Mm, for setting, I'm not. I'm not doing specific.
Problems.
Yes, I'm not spreading hate on Bugoy. I'm just using him as an example. If you watched his Facebook content, it's just terrible. Eh, I even watch his videos just to 99% of his streams are just him getting teased because, well, he's a teenage father. And that will have, I think, it will probably have the same effect on his child. Shut the fuck up, cat. What? Why? Shoo.
Is
No.
that a cat?
You are not welcome here. No. No.
Oh, poor cat.
I
Cat,
do not I
show
do not
cat.
have fish. Not today. Come back next time. Goodbye. Oh, do not jump on the window. I dare you.
To the jump on the
No!
window.
No, I
No, bro. Did you kick your cat out of the window?
sorry cute but
Please
no,
don't.
I have no food.
No,
Dude,
okay, still there.
Yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah, fish
Um.
tomorrow. Come back.
mm,
Not today.
Go on.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Uh. I'm gonna speak now.
Sorry about that.
Okay. So it's fine. Okay. So on the
No.
topic of teenage pregnancy,
Yes.
even teenage fathers. I actually have a cousin who is he's 15 and he's already a father. Yes, he's a teenage parent. And what I've actually learned when it comes to teenage pregnancy, the I don't think the entire problem revolves around the teenager itself. The parents are also part of that problem. Because
True.
here's what I noticed with teenage parents is that they grow up in very problematic homes. And when I say problematic homes, um, they have probably experienced emotional neglect,
Mm-hmm.
even emotional or psychological abuse in the family. So that's most likely what happens as to why these teenagers, these young kids, would often resort to premarital sex and end up getting pregnant. And it only adds the weight to the burden that they're already carrying. So these teenagers are very problematic. They came from problematic homes. They get pregnant, then it just adds more. It's crazy. So um yeah, and we can't really um we can't really avoid or let's say make teenage pregnancy disappear. I think it all
Well,
should come down to like oh,
no,
hold on,
no.
let me continue. I think
Okay, sorry, sorry.
it all comes down to like having like family counseling and learning to teach parents on how to raise their kids properly. But then in our society and even in our government, there isn't really, I don't know if there are any projects like that where parents are taught to, how to manage family, how do you talk with your kids. And I think the government should also do a better job because, poverty and all of that and overpopulation, it's crazy out there, and it's a hard situation to be in, especially if you're a teenage parent and you come from a low income family. It's really hard. So yeah, um I think it's also for us, as even us young kids, we have friends, even friends younger than us. Even if they have problems, we also need to like console them because it also prevents them from resorting to um you know
Destruction.
be entering toxic relationships because their home is chaotic, because that's what that's what young kids tend to do. They always end up entering toxic relationships because of how abusive their home is, and they're like, my parents don't love me, and I could just stay with my boyfriend or my girlfriend, whatever. But then that relationship is also abusive, and you end up this pregnant. But yeah, I'm not saying this to like really discriminate. I think we all, as as people, um like us who know better, we also need to do a better job at informing others about this, teaching others, and just really being wise. So yeah, teenage pregnancy,
I think
it's a heavy burden to carry.
one thing
Yeah.
that prevents that thing that prevents that that enlightenment from happening to other people is social media. Social media
Well,
depends on
Well,
I'm
where
okay.
part of
yes,
social media you get. It's either a good thing or
yes.
the worst thing you've ever been to, and most of the
Mm,
time it's bad. Because of
mm,
like ideologies that are absolutely terrible with reasoning that don't even
yes.
make sense.
Mm-mm.
Like
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say here in Italy, luckily we have somewhat sex education right at the beginning of third year of high school, if I remember correctly, and peop- and we have a gynecologist here that it's free.
Mhm.
It's used. You have coverage from the our what we call it here in Italian is it's called servizi sociali, social services, something like that, or
Mm-mm.
the medical assistance. We have free
Mm-mm.
medical assistance, so luckily,
Yes.
yes, and unfortunately, it happens to because mostly because it's people that don't have the SSN, the national medical assistance. So
You mean
it
healthcare?
sucks. Yeah, the healthcare. Yes, thank you.
Healthcare, yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
and
also the healthcare here
yeah,
in
the
the
public
Philippines.
healthcare. No,
Yes.
I'm from Italy. I did say before. I'm from Italy. I
Yes.
was talking as a Filipino that lives abroad in Italy.
Mm-mm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's also the healthcare system, which is um one of the problems because sometimes it does not cater. It doesn't the like it's problematic as well because some medical institutions don't cater properly to these types of cases, like again, teenage pregnancy. And again, as you mentioned, sex education, it's very stigmatized here in the Philippines because very conservative. We're
Yeah, yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
Filipinos are very closely knit with the Christian, like Judeo-Christian values, and so because of
oh,
that, like it's so legalistic, like
not all though.
because yeah, yeah, it's true, not all, but the foundation, like of the Philippines is also we're also founded on Judeo-Christian values, our laws and stuff like that. But back to what I said, because it's a Christian country, so conservative country, because of religion and stuff like that, even the mention of sex itself is like, oh my gosh, kabastos. It's so bastos. It's so crude. It's so disgusting to talk about that. It's just taboo. It's like taboo. And so yeah, again, sex education is really stigmatized in the Philippines. Like I myself, I am like a conservative Christian. I live in a religious home, but me and my mom, my sisters and my mom, we had talks about this, like regarding like sex and relationships. We had talks like that, so it's really open. And I think in educational institutions, in schools, sex education should be introduced. Like it really is a need because we don't it's also protecting. It's also a way of protecting students and kids. And I think we should also introduce like counseling. We need maybe a clinical psychologist, maybe in schools, and just like, guidance counselors and the kinds to also help young young kids like teenagers, because the thing about teenagers is they tend to be very naive on things, on life. So yeah, and I never really was like that in my teenage years, in my younger, teenage years. I never was like that because I was very much mature actually, but yeah, it tends to become like that. So yeah, sex education is really good, and I hope that the government would also do a better job in improving our healthcare here in the Philippines.
I
Like
think
really,
think one thing
yeah.
that should be noted, yeah, that if you are speaking the truth, do not be afraid to do it. Especially if you know that you're on the right.
Yes.
People will always
Mm-mm.
have different views than you. I speak from experience. Uh,
Mm-mm.
cannot please everybody.
Yeah, it's true. It's
As
true.
long as you know that what you're saying is right and you confirm that it is right, do it, because a lot of people just need enlightenment these days. A lot.
Mm-mm.
Say a lot, I mean like almost everyone. Really. Truth is
Mm-hmm.
what's most. It sometimes yes, the truth hurts, but better than
True.
lies are
Yeah,
comforting.
it is better than life. So yeah, you've already pinged Kahel on tarot reading. So
Yep, he
should we
already did.
end this topic?
Yeah, yeah, I was going to say it was time
Oh
to
yeah.
do tarot reading because I know that in Philippines is 7 hours behind the Italian, the Greenwich, right?
It,
Plus seven.
Mm-mm.
it just
Yes.
became 11 here, 11 p.m.
Yes. Yes.
It's because here it's only 3, almost 4 p.m.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
And does
So
anybody?
I know that y'all need to sleep later, or you're like me, night owls. So no worries. I'm not judging anyone.
That's nice.
Sure.
Does
It's,
anybody want
it's
their uh love life predicted by our great
I
person?
plugged
predicted.
my. No. Shit.
I don't
Sorry,
predict
guys.
stuff.
Yes, you do.
Just to clarify, I don't.
Yes.
What?
He does.
Wow.
Do not believe him. Yes, he does.
Oh my gosh.
Any volunteers? Any volunteers?
I just realized that we don't have like a camera here.
Yeah, we don't.
yeah.
Yeah,
No.
That does
since
not
it's
save you from
a
doing the reading.
stage.
No, we need to switch from from the podcast to a general chat because it's more convenient for you, Kahil, to do the
True,
reading.
true.
Yeah, before we do that, let's record the ending first because this will go on YouTube. But
It will?
Really?
so
For
it will
real,
What?
bro? Oh my god!
archive archive
Oh
purpose.
shit!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh
I'll
no.
subscribe.
Hey,
Oh
just
no.
to clarify, this isn't screen recorded, just the audio.
Mm-mm.
So unless you guys go to the comment section and hey, I'm that guy that said
Oh
that
no.
that's very outright rejected. You won't. Plus, I don't think it'll get that much attention. It's just for archive purposes.
Yes.
Just unlisted it. Just turn it into unlisted.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then just
publishing
share
it.
the link here.
Like the juicy
Yeah.
Yes.
content
Yes.
is there.
The
Yeah,
juicy
juicy.
content.
Please.
What the heck?
Because who knows? NordVPN might actually get me as a sponsor me. So why not? Yeah, and we'll transfer to public VC after this
Sure,
and
sure,
after I
sure.
record, and then I think that wraps up for our event. See you guys in, I
Mhm.
think, maybe next time if we even will have one,
Mhm.
or see you guys in the chat box if you enjoyed this event so far. We also have discussion channels for
Aw.
for this, and thank you so much, guys, for being here. This is like the first event, so this is really nice that people actually went and attended here, and I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you guys, maybe on the VC or chat. So yeah, hold on. Thank once again, thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.